Hello and welcome. Today is November 26, 2025, and today we'll be playing V Rising. I'm your host, Xolo Q. I'm a Xolo with Quaintly Reaper and Guide to the Underworld. And on today's stream, we'll be working, or continuing our work on our library. So I'm super excited. Hopefully, we get a lot done today, just like we did last week. Last week, we got huge portion of this castle finished. So I'm hoping that today will be just as, well, successful, I guess you could say. In the meantime, though, I'm going to put on some nice music for you guys to enjoy. I'm going to put on some jazz. And, yeah, it's going to be a good old time, very relaxing stream. I had a headache for most of the day today, I'm going to be honest, but I do feel a lot better. Feel good. So hopefully, we'll be fine. And, there was one other thing I was gonna mention too. Oh yeah, it's the day before Thanksgiving, so I guess it's gonna be, very busy for me tomorrow. And of course my plans are constantly changing, unfortunately, around me, but that's okay. We'll get through it. I also have kind of some stuff in mind I want to do for this particular tower of the library. So yeah, I've been thinking a lot about this throughout the day, so I'm hoping that I'm able to at least come up with some really nice designs that you guys would like. And I also want to give a quick reminder to anyone who's new that for all the castles that I complete, whether it be on stream or it be by myself, or even stuff that is put together for a tutorial or something like that, I tend to post those for free download over on my Ko-Fi. So if you like this castle, once I'm done with it, it'll be up and available on the Ko-Fi for you guys to download and enjoy. So yeah, super exciting. Also, let's see who is in the chat. Vladimir Duel, thank you so much for lurking. I appreciate it. You go do all that lurking and all the things that are happening on stream. I will be sure to narrate. Well, to the best of my ability, at least. But yeah, I'm just kind of just chilling right now, kind of vibing, right? So let's kind of continue. So I had a couple of flower pots here, and I decided to change my mind on this. I kind of didn't like the way it was looking, so I'm going to be kind of changing some of my strategy here in this little tiny garden. I want it to be a little bit more impactful, a little bit nicer looking, and I just wasn't happy with this particular zone or this tile on this side or on this side. So I think I am going to throw in some garden planters this time around. I'm going to throw some in here just for a nice decorative touch. And I think I'm also going to add in something a little bit more, I'd say, visually interesting. I think I'm gonna go with a blood rose kind of design here, weaving onto that piece there with the wide trellises. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. The reason why I just chose that one is because for these little plants in the center, I decided to go with like the little rose bush, so I'm gonna be kind of implementing it based on that idea. So we're just gonna do a little bit of a continuation of that going forward. And hopefully it just looks good. So super good. I also think I'm gonna do a little bit of shenanigans here with the flower pots. I'm gonna put in some growing pots right underneath here. I think I'm gonna push a couple underneath here and underneath here. Luckily we're using grass tiles, so I can use the least obvious of them, which is good. And I'm gonna give myself what am I giving myself? Some blood rose seeds. Just gonna plop them down, and they're just gonna grow out nicely for us. I'm kind of on the fence as to whether or not I want to do the same thing over here. I think that this needs to be pushed back like another one. Maybe I'll put another spot right here just to keep it nice and even. Not really happy with how that turned out at first, but I think we're good now. And I'm kind of debating if I should put some underneath here and just kind of swallow this up with roses, and I think I just might. I wasn't gonna do that initially, but I'm a little bit less sure of that now, and that is okay. So basically I'm using the already existing plots that I can see to just auto align the ones that I can't, so I know it's going to be in the right spot every time. And of course we're going to use that little flower glitch trick where it just kind of raises the flowers up, right? And of course I have a nice base part of our bush here, so I think I'm going to do it in all of them. Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I done goofed. I did not mean to have them face the same way every time. That's kind of weird. It's a little tricky to remove these once you put them on, but luckily I caught it without doing both sides, so I think we're good. Hello, Karigane564. I'm doing alright. How about yourself? Welcome to the chat. I hope all is well with you. Hanging in here, doing okay, I guess. There we go. And then we're gonna speed up time here. There we go. Alright, now let's take a look and see what this looks like. It's kind of like a weird triangular messy bush, but I kind of like it. I think I might keep it actually. It's not too bad. So we have a little dash of red down here, a little splash of red, I guess you could say. I could go with like a red light to kind of make it look nice and warm, but I don't know. Kind of on the fence on that. Have to think about it a little bit more. I could also turn this red maybe, just to kind of change the mood in here, just slightly. But I don't know. I feel like I'm missing an opportunity for that fountain. Just help a mod in chat. I'm in. Wait, I just help a mod in a chat. I'm in. Oh, wow. Nice. Good job. You know, I'm kind of not sold on these lamps. I'm thinking I might just remove them, and instead I might do what I had initially. See, I'm on the fence because the lampposts, the tall ones cannot be changed color. That's the one thing that's stopping me from just using them. But if I use the larger lights and I go with something like the clairvoyance lamp or like these little braziers, it might be a little better. So, on the fence a little bit here. I could go with something like this, right? It's a little more ethereal than I would have liked, I think. I don't know. But it does match the furniture as far as like the whatchamacallit. I don't know if I want it that far close to the leaves. I'd have to think about it. I mean, it's not catching fire, so I guess it's fine, right? Should be okay, right? I don't know. Hello, Insane Spork. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? How's everyone? I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in here. I was feeling kind of shitty earlier. I had like a headache, but it's subsiding. It's kind of going away, and I'm glad. That chat as a no AI art policy on the Telegram, and I was able to find the X account of the person that did the pic through generative AI. Wow. Damn. God damn. Well, good job. It seems we have a sleuth in the chat. Let's see. I am doing well. Tell me a new game, and I'm trying to think of a name for my company in the game. Ooh, what game is it? If you don't mind me asking, that is. I'm curious now. I'm a little unsure of how I want to go about this. I think I might have to resort to some pillar-mounted lights for the sides. And that should be more than enough, I think. I think that's good. I think I'm gonna leave this alone. Because I don't think this is too dark. I think this is just right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. I guess I'm good at doing research. Well, it can be a research thing, but sometimes, like, just having the knowledge and the tools to, like, be able to find that kind of stuff, like, that's a skill set. So, it takes time to find that kind of stuff sometimes, and the fact that you went out of your way to make sure that, you know, the integrity of the chat was there, that's good. Good on you. I kind of want to try these, I don't know, the invocation candles versus the omen candle set. Let me see. I think I'm gonna go with omen. I think the omen one looks a little better. I almost never use these round candle stands. Like, they look cool, don't get me wrong. I don't know, for some reason I just don't seem to go for them first. Like, I prefer the ones that go flush against the wall usually. But in this case, I don't think it really matters much. And, kind of experimenting with lighting in this particular tower. News tower? Hold on. It's like a newspaper tycoon set in the 30s and 40s. Hold on. You can side with the mob, mayor, police, and print newspapers to sell to the city. Doing stuff for any of the factions will give you perks. It's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. Thank you for the hydrate, Vladimir Dulb, and the stretch and the head pat. That was very kind of you. I don't know if the head pat actually went off. I wasn't looking. Uh-oh. Hold on. Uh-oh. Stream is breaking. Not good. Let's see if I can fix this. There we go. Thanks for the head pat. And you know what, let me hydrate real quick. Thank you also for the head pat, Karigane. Appreciate it. Yep, we got it working. I don't know why. Sometimes the head pat emote doesn't want to work right away, and I have to like refresh the bot or the thing. I don't know. It's weird. Like, it's an easy fix, but it's annoying. Let me stretch. There we go. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna be experimenting a little bit with this. Like I said, I almost never use these kinds of candle stands. I don't know why. They just don't, like... I don't usually build stuff that I feel like looks nice with it, and maybe it's just like paranoia or something, but... just not my personal preference sometimes. And of course I place this too far over. Just fuck me, right? There we go. What? When did I delete that? I didn't even know I did that. We'll just have the lights all on the outside, and on the inside we'll probably do something else maybe. Who knows? Maybe not. And later I have been told you can start showing news from other parts of the world, and well, 30s and 40s, the start of World War II, so you can report things leading up to that. Ooh. Okay, okay. That's interesting. Thank you for the lurk, by the way. I appreciate it. I think I said hi to you, Lizier, but I don't remember. Hello, Lizier. So welcome back. Kari Tukan? I think that's you, isn't it? Karigane? Or no, that's Kagi Tukan. Hold on. I hate that YouTube, like, the way that it presents the names is just, like, so dumb. Like, oh, I know who that is. RHH, yep. Okay, now it's making sense. I hate that. I hate that. It's like, I don't know, I think YouTube should like give me an option to like switch it back or something. Cause it's dumb. Yeah, I don't see an option for that. That's fucking dumb. Oh well. It'd be like that sometimes. But yeah, name a newspaper company. My first thought was to name it to I'm too drunk to read this. LOL. Also thought about read it and weep. That's, I mean, I like the first one. You're not. Oh no, I'm also Karigane564 on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm not entirely, so that's why when I saw it was RHH, I was like, oh. Cause it's dumb because the YouTube just shows like their tag instead of the name they chose to be presented as. So I'm like, what the fuck? It's so dumb. And it's dumb because like sometimes it looks great and it just has the right names, and other times it's like some other thing and I have to like rewire it in my brain, like what was that person again, because I'm not familiar with the tag, I'm familiar with the name that they chose. So it's like, oh. Hello Musica Musa. Gossip Press, just a dumb idea. That's not a terrible idea actually. Maybe. I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna put down a little table. We need a little bit more of a classy look to this place, I think. There we go. It's a shame I can't move this more, but I'm okay with that. And you know what? I'll take this and move it over. You know, these candles don't really add any light, so I'm gonna have to change up my strategy a little bit. I think I will use the candle stand. I changed my mind. I'll use it just here. There we go. Not really anything much in these hallways. I should have added some books or something maybe, but this is more of a nice little inside garden area. And I still have to do this side, so we got some time to make adjustments. Get that furniture looking good. Hello, Audie. Welcome to the chat. Hi, Xolo. How was you? I'm doing alright. I was doing worse earlier. Earlier, I had like a terrible headache, and I was like, oh my god, what is happening? But I feel so much better now. So much better. It be like that sometimes. I've been like, honestly guys, I've been having some problems with my blood pressure lately. Like, it's been just like jumping, you know? Jumping everywhere. And I haven't really done anything like different per se, so I'm just kind of like trying to weed out what it is that could be causing issues. But I'll keep an eye on it for now. I don't know, hopefully I'm not gonna have like a heart attack or some shit. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm giggling, but I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. And again, I'll say, it'd be like that sometimes. Alright, so, This little crevice here, I do want to do something a little different, maybe. I have to think about it. Because I could do something like this where I just remove it and just let this whole area be visible. But kind of want like a little, maybe like a tiny book nook here to kind of brighten things up. I think this tower's theming is going to be probably brown and white, or white is the dominant feature. I had a headache like that the other day. They suck. They just need sleep though. Was up too late? Damn, that's the worst one. That sucks. Yeah, that's not exactly pleasant. At least for me, like, whenever I get a headache like that, the first thing I do is check my blood pressure. Because that's usually what causes it, is like I have like a high blood pressure spike or something. A lot of crap in the world, so stress will bring the bad mood pressure. Yeah, the bad sorry, I read that as bad mood. Bad blood pressure, yep. It definitely does. Part of it is holiday stress, of course, as well, because, you know, got family things to prepare for, family things going on. At the same time, I have some other nonsense I'm fighting with in the background. Elmal88. Hi, Xolo. You came from recommended. How are you? Great stream. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Also, that's kind of surprising. We give each other support. I hope you're not asking for a follow. Because that would be kind of weird. I don't know who you are. I mean... Ooh, I just thought of an idea. I could take this out. Hold on, let me fix this. And then I'll put the walls up like I did downstairs. I really wish we had like a wall that was like with whatchamacallit. Something like this, but wooden. Like if we had a nice wooden carved wall that we can just put in and see through, like that'd be cool. We need more options like that. But in all seriousness, did you find me on recommended actually, or like, cause that's kind of surprising. I feel like almost no one comes from recommended. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I want a greenhouse glass type wall. Yeah, I was saying that last week too. I really want something like that. Something that looks just really nice and just, you know, see-through with maybe some color choices to like tint the glass. Like, oh, that would be like wonderful. That would be wonderful. I think I'm gonna have like a little bit of a... let me do some measurements here. I have a little bit of a reading nook here. I think I'm gonna put down a carpet. Oh shit. No, my popcorn! I had a piece of popcorn just flew, it just like fell down. Hold on. Yep, it's... and yep, it landed on the floor. God damn it. I'll worry about that later. Sleep it after stream. Man. Feels bad. Anyway, let's make sure we get the right colors going. And yeah, this definitely needs some kind of carpet. Let's see. So I think this works with a black carpet, the white cushions, and maybe a wall shelf or something could work. Let's go with something like no. Well, there we go. That should be good enough. Let me sit here and see what it looks like. Let me make sure I had them all facing the correct way so I don't fuck this up. Yep. You don't want to make a mistake like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure I had it right when I placed it, but... Having sub because you recommended building spots based on number of waterfalls. I'm intrigued to see a big build. Oh, yeah, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. Thank you so much for the lurk, Dongzi. Appreciate it. But yeah, you're in the right place. This is gonna be a good build. So right now I'm working on a nice library. This spot is over here in the Cursed Forest, so we got a little spoopy with our location. But that's okay. Looking forward to that. I'm about... If I had to guess how far through the build I am, I'd say I'm about maybe 35 to 45% of the way done with this build, at least in my opinion, because I know how long it takes me to like go through a lot of this stuff. But I can show you a little bit of a mini tour and just kind of recap the work I've done so far if you want. Just let me know. Because I'm still thinking of ideas for this room, because this whole area is going to be a kind of like the botany area of the castle, if that makes sense. Like the kind of like the botany tower. So there's gonna have to be a lot of plants and stuff. Ooh, I have an idea. I think I'm gonna do that. I gotta do some measurements. I think I'm gonna close up this area a little bit, actually. See, a mini tour would be amazing. I'm fairly new to the game, playing my first co-op. Ooh, okay, okay. Well, welcome to the game. Let me see what we got here. Thank you for the hydrate, bed shooter, fast runner, and thank you for the stretch as well. All right, here we go. I'm stretching. Oh, my back! Oh, God! Oh, oh, that hurt! Oh, shit. I'm dying! I think I'm good. It took a while. I feel like that stretch, like, realigned my entire, like, skeletal structure or some shit. Alright, I'll give you a tour, DJ Mavis. Let me just put this wallpaper in real quick before I do that so I don't forget which one I'm using. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should use this one instead of I'm kind of on the fence. Because I used the whole white one downstairs, but now I'm wondering if that was the right idea. I don't know, we'll figure it out. We'll go with something like this. And then I'll come back. You felt that one? Are you secretly a chiropractor? Nah. If I was a chiropractor, I probably wouldn't be so broke, to be completely honest. Oh, I trapped myself! No! Okay, we're good. Alright, let me go back to the beginning of the thing. So I have several different towers, essentially. I'll show you. You have skate, oh my god. I have Sciatica. I don't know what that is. I hope I said it right. I probably didn't, but I have no idea what that is. But you felt that one? Damn. Also, welcome to the chat, Buzz Robbie Ziha? Well, that's how it's reading it, so I'm sure it's something else, but let me know if you'd like to be called something else. I'll do my best to remember, but I cannot guarantee I'll remember. So yeah, this is a build where I have several different towers. So as you can see here, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towers on this plot. This is a really large plot over in the Cursed Forest. I also showed this one. Baz is fine. Okay. I'll try to remember. I'm sorry if I fuck it up. Sciatica? Sciatica. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. If that's really bad, I'm sorry. That sucks. But here we go. So we got different towers, right? So this tower, oh yeah, this front area here is where you park your horses. So basically like the stables when you first come into the library. So this is more of like a public library kind of thing in the Cursed Forest. The first area is where you see reception. There's a lounge. There's a, you know, a building to basically rent out certain areas so that you can do things like book clubs and stuff like that. I'll show you that in a bit. This one I haven't finished working on yet. I have no idea what I want to do for this one. This one is a lab. So if you're more into the sciencey stuff or the alchemy stuff and you're looking for tomes on that, this is definitely the place to go. This one's going to be more of a botany tower where I use different trees and things, and I'm going to work on stuff. Don't worry. The third floor is going to be nice. All right. I'm working on the second right now. I always find that the second floor is like the hardest floor for me because I always know, like, I feel like I never know what to put there, but we'll figure it out. Don't worry. So yeah, this is gonna be more of a botany tower. So if you're into certain plants and things, you need to look things up, you need certain supplies, this is the kind of place you go to. And of course, the one that's all the way in the back with the lock is the Forbidden Tower of Knowledge. So if you go in here, something's wrong with you. If you're looking for the things in here, something is wrong with you. Either you're crazy enough to even look at these tomes, or you just don't know better. You're just kind of walking in, like, which is a little difficult with the lock, but you know, highly not recommended to go in there. I'm about halfway through decorating that tower. Let's start in the beginning. So you go through the bridge, right? This is what I like about this particular plot, is that the only entrance is through like this bridge, right? So you go through. Let me go into my wolf form, make this a little faster. I'm still kind of working around this. I haven't quite finished what I was doing in here, but you put your horses in here, have a good old time. You stall your horses, whatever the heck you need to do. This still needs to be finished as far as decorating goes, not done. And this area right here, I still haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do. I'm considering maybe removing this and then just having a little secret pathway to go through the side entrance so you don't have to go through the main entrance, but this seems kind of counterintuitive, so I might not do that. This is the front desk area of the castle. So, or sorry, of the library. So basically you have a little bit of a lounge, you have some reading areas, really chill, super relaxing, right? And then the front desk is right here. If you need to check out a book, you come here, you say, here you go, blah, blah, blah. Or if you're late on your book returns, then, well, you pay a fee or something, whatever the heck you gotta do, right? And if you're just dropping off books, you drop it off here at the person here, and then that person stores it back here in this little thing until it's ready to be returned. So yeah, first tower, not too bad. We also have a little bit of a hallway area back here, but I'll just kind of briefly show it. Nice little hallway. I might do a little bit more in there. I haven't decided if I want to mess with that too much. And then of course we go to the second floor. So this is the floor that has a lot of the kind of reasons why you would go to a library, other than the books. So here you have your little reading chamber. So this is like the don't mess with me, I am trying to read area. So if you want a very strictly quiet area of the library, this is where you go. You sit down, pick up whatever book you want, you chill, you read at whatever desk there is, and they're all kind of sort of private. They have a little bit of a privacy kind of thing going on. Especially this one. And I might add like a light or something over here. It seems a little dark in this corner, but I'll figure that out. I'll come back. Same thing with this area, kind of dark, but I'm gonna have to fix that later. But yeah, this is the printing room. So if you need to print out something, you have like, I don't know, some papers you want to print out, some tomes you want to bind together, whatever it is that you need to do, you do it here. third floor. Oh, I haven't even done these windows yet. Holy crap. I didn't realize I didn't finish the windows, but it just shows you how all over the place I am. But yeah, you go over here. This is like the chill out lounge. So if you want to sit and relax, maybe read a book with a friend, this is a good place to sit. You know, you gotta keep quiet in the library, but you know, it's a little less strict up here because you're farther away from the front desk. And this is the room for like a meeting, or if you have a book club or something and you want to read a book with your friends, this is where you rent this out. That's why it's locked. So that's the first tower. Let's keep going down. I'll show you the next door tower, or sorry, I'm going the wrong way. I keep thinking the stairs is on that side because it's like on there for the third floor, but not the second. But this area back here, or in the middle here, this is where all the trees grow for paper making. So if you want to make some paper, you just chop down any of the trees, you put it into the sawmill, and the sawmill will produce some, you know, fine shavings. I'm considering using a redistribution engine to make this actually functional so that it sends the paper, so that maybe we have a storage chest on the second floor of the first tower in the printing room that just has saw paper. I'm considering that, but I haven't like actually taken the time to do it. There's like a little patio area out here. I haven't designed this area much yet. I'm still working on it, but it's something I'm definitely gonna have to come back to in order to complete. This tower is unfinished. All right, so the lab I think has actually come out pretty good. I worked on this last week, and in the lab we have, you know, our alchemy tables, we have our blood, well, I call them the squisher, but we have the blood presses, we have some fish just in case we need some for our various experiments and stuff. And of course we have like a little chill out zone, so if you want to sit down here and eat lunch real quick, you can. And you know, we have some places to put some blood potions. Second floor is just mostly tomes, books, things like that. So you can grab whatever you need for the knowledge, and you can also grab you know, some consumables and stuff if you need it. And then the third floor, we have more of the lab stuff. So we have another alchemy table up here with some blood homogenizers in case you want to do some extra mixing and things, with a few you know, nice little decorations and kind of laboratory feel to the whole tower. So very nice, and I really like the way this turned out. Actually, let me head over to the yeah, you know what, I'm gonna go this way. I'll go this way. So that area right here is going to be like another garden area. I have no idea what I'm going to put here yet. That's going to be a whole nother stream. This is the forbidden library, and as you can see, no one goes in here, not even the people who clean. So have your little library area, you have some books that no one's supposed to be touching, and then of course on the second floor here we have a little bit of a nice layout continuation. The staircase layout that's really similar to one that I showed. I have a guide. Sorry, I'm like losing my voice. I have a guide over on the YouTube channel that's like I think it was like 6 staircase ideas or staircase layout ideas or something like that. In that guide I actually show this layout, and I call this one the bridge. So there we go. Gonna work on that, not decorated yet. Same thing with this floor. This floor I think is gonna be more of a kind of a traditional library layout, I think. I'm considering maybe putting maybe some shelving kind of, you know, in a row on both sides here so that it's all, you know, traditional library kind of setup. But I have to figure out exactly how I'm gonna do that. I might actually do this today. I'm thinking about it. Like if I get lost in the sauce for the botany stuff, I might do that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got done so far. And then of course, for this botany tower, I just kind of sort of finished the first floor. I'm kind of working on it. So this first floor looks like this. We have a little inside garden area, super nice. I really like the way that the roses kind of turned out here. I'm really liking this idea of like taking like different heights of pots and just kind of doing like a slope, like a triangular slope downward. I'm really liking that. I've been kind of using that a lot in my builds lately. Hello, Xolo, nom 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 barbecue. Hello, Akron the Devourer, Eater of Worlds, Destroyer of the Universe. Welcome to the chat. How you doing? It never gets old. Hello. You know, it's funny because I just had some barbecue sauce. Now I think about it. Okay, so the flooring. I'm using a treasury flooring here, it looks like, for the whole build, maybe? I'm thinking for the whole tower, potentially, so... let's try and mess with that. Just make sure this is all good. I'm going to a wedding. How are you? I'm doing all right. You're going to a wedding? How nice. That's amazing. Were it not for the whole curse thing and that scary monsters, I would absolutely holiday there. Well, I'm actually wearing the Shroud of the Forest right now. You can't tell though because I have it glamored. I have it glamored with the with this thing here. But yeah, I'm wearing it. I'm doing okay, Akron. I had a headache earlier, but I'm feeling a lot better. Been getting ready for like holiday stuff. Thanksgiving. Change my mind, I'm gonna use that one. It's amazing. Oh, I just read that already. Yeah, I have a lot of builds. I just finished another build recently. The Crimson Chateau. That one was also built on stream. And I really like the way that one looked. I think the throne room in that one was like probably one of my best, but working on it. By the way, guys, also thank you for the headpat, Akron, appreciate it. I have a lot of plans as far as like stuff I want to do going into December. As far as stream goes, there's a lot of games that are going to be like newly released next month, and I'm kind of like trying to figure out how I'm gonna schedule that. It's kind of a disaster. So I'm not really sure. Not sure at all, honestly. I'm really not sure what I want to do here. I think maybe... well, I gotta put some bookcases for sure, but I also want to put down some of these large herb storages. You know what's something I wish that they added to the game? I wish I could just like copy paste things after I already placed it, because it's annoying when I have to go back and try to figure out, like, for example, like, you see how this is already done? I wish I didn't have to go searching for it. I wish I could just hit a button and it's like copied, boom, like just highlight something and copy it. Like, I wish it was really that simple, but whatever. And I wish that when you copied it, it also carried the color choice. So like if I had like a white light here and I copied it here, it should also be white. Would be nice. Kind of trying to decide on castle wall vegetation for second floor. Kind of curious about maybe using some ivy here. I kind of don't want to use these roots again. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna hold the wisteria for third floor and then just use this for second floor. You know, let me go to the third floor real quick. I need to look at that layout before I make any stupid decisions. Okay. I could... You know, I only have third floor, like 3 floors for like all the towers, but if I made like another floor on this one, I'm not so sure if that's a good idea. Like now I'm doubting whether or not I should have 2 staircases in this area. Because then I'll have more space to place like trees, and then I can just remove the roof. Because if I remove the roof here, like if I do this, it would look cool to have it so that like I have trees and stuff that are all different, like in a row or something, just kind of showing. I don't know, I have to think about this a little bit because I'm already trying to figure this out. I think I'm gonna remove this staircase. I didn't think I was gonna do that, but I think I will this time. And I think I'm also gonna add like a maybe I don't want to do that. Let me add a invisible foundation real quick just to see what this looks like. Okay, so I definitely want a roof piece up here. I don't want to not have a roof. Damn. This is tricky. This is tricky making these decisions sometimes. Because this is kind of like a last minute change of heart. But it'd be like that sometimes. Okay, so we have this area opened up. This area here needs something interesting. I'm gonna remove these. I don't like where they're at. And then of course the other side has like a little reading area over here. I feel like this can also be extended to the walls on the other side. So maybe I'll just have like 2 little reading areas back here above the stairs, but they're cut off. I think this might work. Gotta go now, busy day, have fun. Hope your headache goes away. Thank you, Akron. Take care, have fun. You know, it's funny having a wedding basically the day before Thanksgiving. Kind of interesting. I'm sure they're like probably in a different country or something, maybe, but it's funny. Hold on, I got something tickling my throat. I think I'm getting sick. Not good. I feel like I say that every stream and then I just end up not getting sick. But I feel like this one's like actually gonna happen. Like I can feel it in my bones, man. I've been fighting it mentally and it's just not working. Alright, so now we have a nice little layout here. This is going to be a little bit more of a complicated layout, but it's going to be that way on purpose. So I think I'm going to remove this. This is going to be a nice 4-tile thing that's not going to be messed with. And there we go. Okay, now we can mess around with the walls. I'm going to go with ivy. I wish you could add ivy inside the staircase walls. Like a wall thing. Like I don't like that it's so plain that I can't like add that. And I love how these trees just like, even though they're like merging through because I'm adding ivy, it just looks like a natural part of the wall. You can't even tell. That's so nice. It just works. Bless you. Oh, thank you. I didn't sneeze, I just coughed. But I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Alright, I think we're good. I think we are set. Now the question is the pillars. Do I cover the pillars or do I leave them alone? I think in this case I'm gonna leave them alone. I could also change what's on the pillar. Like if I wanted to, I could put like the roots of these. Make it more visually interesting. Which, I mean, I guess is fine. Let's start working on the books and stuff. So I'm gonna put some books over here. I'm gonna put more books over here. And then we're gonna put something in between here, maybe some round lighting. There we go. Let's also add in maybe a big carpet. Or like a rug or something. Ooh, it's really tempting to use this one. Because it's triangular. But it's too small for what I want to do, I think. Something like this covers a little bit more ground, but it's also too small. We're gonna have to go with something like this, probably. Or... this could be a good one, too. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, this might be a little better. It's a nice round circular rug. Then, of course, I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some plants over here, actually. And then we're gonna use another one of these lamps, or, candle stands. Okay, just making sure it's symmetrical. Kinda don't like how far back this is. I think I can move it up a little bit, actually. There we go. Now we have some visual balance. Looks good. And then of course I can also add another one in the center here, but like maybe like a hanging not hanging lamp, like a flying light of some kind. Maybe something kind of like this, maybe? Yeah, like a flying chandelier. That could be good. This is not well centered, actually. Alright, that's where it needs to be. Alright, we're good. And this matches the other ones down there, so I think this is actually not bad. So we're gonna leave that alone. We're also gonna add in some chandeliers here in the staircase. So I think I'm gonna put one right here, right in the split. So then when I'm climbing up the staircase, there's one right above my head. Wow, looks like I got it aligned correctly the first try. Nice. Okay. Progress. I'll take it. We'll put down another one of these. And maybe put one here. And maybe one over here. I think I'm gonna have to place it here. What I'm gonna do is put down a carpet, but we're gonna put down one of the regular floor carpets. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And maybe instead of using this one, I'm gonna use the one with a little bit of a gold accent. I should do some measuring first, though, so I'm gonna measure before I do anything stupid. Alright, so that's how I'm gonna measure my things. I'm gonna put down the other two, and then we'll just fit the other one in like a glove. Make sure it's measured correctly. Boom, it's perfect. And none of them lead to the sides. It'll just be kind of like its own exclusive thing. Which is totally fine. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch, Mage Flim. Also, welcome to the chat. How you doing? All right. You know what? I think I'm gonna turn up the fan a little bit. I'm sweating. Alright, we're good. Alright, so in this case, okay, so this is not good. I have a little bit of a problem here where one of the roses is like glitched through the ground because it's too tall downstairs. Which means there's another one over here somewhere. Oh, it might be blocked by the staircase, actually. Damn, okay. I'll have to block that off with something else that's more distracting. So I think I'm gonna put down a, really something like this shelf. Kind of add a couple shelves in here so it doesn't stand out too much. Put this here side by side. And I think I'm also going to add maybe like a chair or something against the wall. Get a nice little reading area. I could use a shinier, nicer chair. I could also, you know what? I think I am going to use this. These cushions. I like these little sofa cushions. They're so comfy looking. So let's go with that. And then we're gonna do the same thing here. You should be able to get here. Yep, you can get there. Sit down, any of these, and you'll be
Gifts for the afterlife.
facing the correct direction. Thank you for the sub Ferric Oxide 4. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you. And that's over on the Twitch side. And I also think that... Also, welcome to the chat. How you doing? I was gonna say something. I forgot exactly what it was though. I derailed myself. Okay. Oh yeah, I want to add some pillar mounted lights here as well, but something a little bit more classy looking, not too crazy. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we have a nice little reading spot. I might add a couple of more cushions actually, and I think this flooring needs to be darker, so I'm gonna make it black and then keep the cushions as a white cushion, just to kind of keep that visual distinction working nicely, because the black actually doesn't look too bad against this flooring, because they both have like kind of like a gold accenty thing kind of going on here. So let's go with that. I could also, well, yeah, you know what, let's do this. I'll put one here and here. Yeah, I think I'll leave that alone. I think I'll just put like the ones facing this way and then just leave that alone. It'd be fine. And then on the sides here, I'll add like a vase or something, just to kind of fill up this spot so it doesn't look too weird. Oh, chose the wrong color. Actually, I want a white vase or a black vase. I don't think about this. The white matches the sofa little cushions, but the black matches the carpet a lot better. But I think I'm gonna go with the white. I'm gonna put down some money plants. Let's do that. I'm gonna rotate this a couple times. There we go. Nice. So now it's nice and evened out. Looks cool. Let's see what it looks like from the staircase itself, though. I'm curious. So we're going downstairs. Okay, we're going upstairs. Boom, we have a chandelier. This side looks pretty nice. Not too bad. Nice. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some more hanging lanterns, but they're gonna be here instead. Actually, one's gonna be here. Another one's gonna be there. Maybe add another side. Kind of like putting them side by side, to be completely honest, but I don't know, it feels like a little bit kind of overkill if I do that. Especially because the rest of the floor is kind of white. So we're going with like a white and green kind of thing with a little bit of black. Maybe I should change this carpet to black. Wow, that actually looks a lot different when it's black versus the like a different color. I could also go with like a green to kind of keep the thematic feel or thematic integrity of the room. So I don't know, I could also make this green if I wanted to, but then I think it'll look too much like the alchemy tower. So I think this is gonna stay black. This one is going to be, I don't know, I like that green carpet though, that rug. I'll leave it alone for now. I'll leave it alone. It looks cool, so it's hard to like take it away, you know? What I will do though is add in a nice little carpet here. I'm debating if I should use a regular rug or if I should use one of the new ones I have here. I haven't really used this one too much yet. It's kind of tricky to place because of the visual look of it, which isn't a bad thing, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for, I guess. I think if I add like a rug here, this might not be bad. I wonder if I could fit, I mean, maybe I could fit a couple rugs here? Let me see. And I guess I could go with a black on this. This looks terrible, actually. What the hell? I gotta make sure it's aligned correctly. There we go. And then I'll put down my lighting. The round one green is a nice accent. I know, right? Ah, it kills me inside because it looks good, but it's like, do I really want to go with more green? Like, cause my other lab is green, and the green on this carpet looks really fantastic as well. So it's kind of like a hard choice. And I feel like if I put green on this too, it's like a little too much. I don't know. I'll keep it green for now. Honestly, I'm just kind of debating. I'm like fighting myself on this, to be completely honest. Oh, and I should probably add a flying light here. Like this one. I'm assuming that's correct, but I could be wrong. Let's check the alignment. Ooh, I'm getting better at this. I'm getting a lot better. First try, and I'm getting it. Yeah, it's aligned. Nice. Alright, let's get these side pillar thingies done. We'll go with this. And maybe a... it looks a little wonky. I'm not sure about that. I know I definitely want to have a light here, so maybe I should have one here. And this one maybe should be here instead. Balance it out a little bit so it's not all scrunched in one spot. There we go. Oh. No, I think it looks better over here. I guess we'll have to leave that be. Still kind of debating on a few different things, but regardless, I still have plenty of work to do. So I'm gonna add a centerpiece here. Let's see. I think probably adding some garden planters. I might do like a something here, like, oh my god, I can fit the whole thing in here? That's crazy. Not what I'm trying to do, but oh my god, don't tell me I can't. Oh, this is one of those things I can't center. That sucks. Okay, I forgot about that. Yeah, same thing with that. I can center this though, so let's do I might need to push this forward a little bit slightly. Actually, no. I'm gonna go with the thin ones. I think that that makes more sense here. There we go. So we got our 4 thingies here. Kind of wrapping around the chandelier, which is kind of an interesting like effect. I don't know. I'm kind of like, this looks a little bit better than I thought it would. So I think I might actually let that slide. And we'll put some greens over here. I could also plant something nice in each of these. Actually, no. I'm gonna switch out the kind of plant I got here. I'm switching these. I'm gonna put the roots on here and then just put little shroomies in there. I think it'll be really cute. There we go. And then we're gonna give myself some oh god, what kind of shrooms do I want? I could go for trippy shrooms maybe. Or I could go for the red ones. Kind of, you know, draw the eye away from all the green. I forgot what they're called, the red ones. Ah, shit. I think it's like K something, CH something. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna have to look through all of them because I can't remember off the top of my head. Not Fire Blossom. Oh my god, I always forget about the Thistle Seed. It'd be pretty troll if I added that in here, not gonna lie. The accidental chandelier support is so good. I will have to remember that when I unlock everything. I did something like this, but a little different in my previous castle build, but I used it as like a crown for the castle heart. It was a good idea. Thank you, Hell's Clarion. Oh. I don't want the thing. Thank you. I can't remember. My brain was just like, I can't remember the basic items. Yikes. Alright. So let's put down our growing plots. So I have to use a small growing plot. Oh shit. I forgot I can't do it with the carpet. I might have to rethink this plan. I really like this carpet and kind of don't want to change it. At the same time, if I keep this, I can't do what I want to do. Alright. Plan B. We're gonna do something else. This ain't gonna work. Instead, I'm gonna take the tall noble planter and I'm gonna try my best to place it directly in the center here. This might not work either, actually. I don't like that. I'm gonna use a medium-sized one. It's too tall. And then I think I'm gonna also place maybe this pointy one here. I'm gonna go with a dark green on the pointy. And then we're gonna take I don't know, I guess I could use these like indoor bush hedges thing. Because I need to, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave that and we're going to use some vases to make up the difference. But I'm not going to use the same vases I used over here. I'm going to use something else entirely because, well, actually, let's see. Does it let me? It does let me use this. Okay. We are gonna use it. Fuck it. Alright, so we have those vases set up, and then I'm gonna also place down some smaller vases, maybe. I think the flowers will be the same height, unfortunately. But if I use different flowers, it could look nice. I wish we had like a... Well, actually, we might. Okay, how am I gonna... Damn, these are too big. It would be nice if I could place one of these, like, on top. Like, around the edges here, just to kind of square the circle, if that makes sense. But it's not gonna let me. And I don't want to remove this carpet, because it's so nice. Okay, so for... God damn it. This might not work. This might not work. I'm gonna have to put these in. And then I think that'll be good enough. With maybe a couple of, I don't know, something else here to make it look a little more interesting. That's not what I'm looking for. I have an idea. I'm removing this and I'm putting down a little fountain. I have to move this one, it's too close. Okay, they're all too close apparently. I have to break this up a little bit. I'm gonna put this right in the center underneath that. Give it a little bit more visual variety. Same idea, different location. I was trying to click on it without disturbing the top part. There we go. So now that that's settled, that looks a hell of a lot better actually. And we're gonna change the vases to be white. I think that it just, I don't want it to bleed into the carpet too much, so I think this is fine. It keeps it simple, but it's not like lame, you know what I mean? I do plan on adding Hell's Clarion here somewhere though. That's gonna take some time. But it has to be in a place where carpet doesn't exist essentially, so something like this maybe. So what I could do, let me see, can I fit two different... I could put in a garden planter right here. Complicate matters further. I'll put a couple of them side by side, perfectly fits into this little crevice here. And then I'm gonna take these little blood roses. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Take the mushrooms, do what I wanted to do earlier, but over here instead to eat up the space. And then I'm gonna take my my little things here since I can fit it now. Perfect. And then we're gonna add our Hell's Clarion. We're gonna add some thyme. Oh. Not bad. We have some a little bit right here. Nothing too crazy, but it kind of does the job. I like it. And I like the little fountain too. It's relaxing. Alright, we're gonna add some stuff here in this hallway. Not sure exactly what yet though. I could go with something a little bit more... Well, I guess I could add another one of these carpets over here. Let me do that first. I think I use this one. I'm gonna go with the green again. I don't know, I'm kind of in love with this shade of green on this carpet. It's very nice. Alright, here we go. Oh, that was a mistake. This should be here, not there. This doesn't work. As far as balance, I need to add this over here in order to make this work. Which I guess is fine. I could find something else to add here that could be just as good. Not my original plan, but something to think about. In this area right here, kind of on the fence as to what to do here. Part of me kind of wants to leave this kind of open so I can see out here, which I think is fair. And I think I'll leave it alone as a result. And we're gonna change this from black to green. Alright, I think we're good on these. And this little carpet area is fine. Alright, let's add some more shelves. Maybe add some greenery to these shelves. And then over here, actually no. It might be better to just kind of add a little bit more of an interesting combination here. And then we'll put some more books, but nice and consistent. Alright, so we're good. And then I'm also going to add in this. We won't be able to fit a second one in there, but that's okay. At least I don't think so. Yeah, no. So instead I'm going to put like a little vase here again. Let me go with this one more time. And I think I'm going to add in our money plant. Boom. I think a little to the left. Damn. Okay. Maybe... Oh man, I'm not sure what's the answer here. Do I move it to the left or do I leave it alone? Damn. I'm not sure. I actually kind of want to remove it now. I don't like the way that aligns. It looks kind of off. So I'm gonna go with this one. We're gonna tuck it in here. Oh man, I still have the same problem. Maybe a little less so, but... Fuck. That's not gonna fit. I hate the alignment, man. I really do. I wish that they just get rid of this grid or something, or give me an option to unlock it. But some of this stuff be looking weird, man. Looking real weird. Alright, let's get our pillars going, looking good. I'm not really sure what I want to put on the pillars. I mean, I could put something like little gargoyles and stuff, but that's more for outdoor stuff, I think. Banners could work well here, if I'm willing to work with it. I could also put down, I don't know, because if I put green banners again, I feel like I'm kind of repeating what I did in the other place, and I kind of don't want to do that. I want this one to have a totally different vibe. Maybe I should have the pillars covered in some kind of wall vegetation. Maybe it wouldn't be a terrible idea to just add this. Keep it nice and covered so it doesn't look too plain. Make it look like it's kind of... Because the first floor has, this vegetation throughout the whole thing, so maybe just making it look like kind of a continuation of that might not be the worst of ideas. Let's try it. I'm not totally convinced this is a bad idea, so hopefully I don't regret it, but I think we'll be fine. I'm surprised it let me squish it in between the staircase and the wall there. Or the pillar, I mean. By the way, guys, I've been thinking a lot about, you know, since Thanksgiving's on the mind right now, and, you know, we have lots of, different things that are, kind of happening all at the same time. I've been thinking about, you know, what is it that I'm thankful for? That's the question, right? Like, what am I thankful for? And I do ask myself this question every once in a while, and I gotta say, the answer seems to change a lot. You know, most people would say something like, you know, they're thankful for their family, they're thankful for their friends, you know. But I feel like this year is a little different. I feel like this year I should be thankful for some other stuff. And in that case, I'm thankful for you guys. Because, I have some good news. So I was actually, I've actually been saving up money from, you know, my content and stuff for a while now. Because I realized that I was gonna run out of space to put all my content on my computer. So I was able to save up for a NAS. So basically I have a way of like kind of easily adding extra storage to my computer now. And honestly, I am so grateful. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much again. Also, thank you for the hydrate bed shooter fast runner, the stretch from What Did You Do, and the headpat from Majin. Thank you. All right, big stretch. All right, that's a good stretch actually, not bad. We got quite a bit done actually up here. I'm kind of surprised. It's looking pretty good. There is still a lot more that needs to be done. Like I feel like we still need some more storage containers. So I'm gonna add some more books. But I'm thinking maybe going with the small bookcases instead of the large ones. I don't know, it's kind of tempting to just like push them all to the side so I can fit a second one. And I think I'm gonna do that. What the? What, I can't add this? Why? It's really not fitting, huh? Damn. Okay, false choice. Switching it up. We're gonna put this here, and then, oh, we're gonna put this here and add one with herbs in it. I really can't do that, huh? Wow. It's lame. Oh, but if I go halfway, it'll let me. But then the lamp is like bleeding through the chest. I don't really want that. It'd be like that sometimes. We're just gonna add that here instead. And I think I'm also going to add in a little bookshelf or something on the wall. I'm gonna go with a wall ornament. Go with this bookshelf. And then I think I am gonna add a little vase or something just to kind of spice it up a little bit. Keep forgetting to switch the color of it before I place it, which is dumb. My bad. I don't know. Sticking to a green money plant, I feel like doesn't make I'm not really sure if that's the right idea. Like, I think it works here because there's enough space between everything, but I'm not entirely sure it works here. I could go with something with like some red tips, or I can go with something with like this little bush, like the ones out there. So I think I'm gonna go with the little bush to match the ones over here. I think here I'm gonna kind of mirror what I did on the other side with a similar arrangement of flowers. Sorry if I'm kind of like mumbling. I'm trying not to strain my voice too much because I'm pretty sure I am getting sick actually. But that's okay. I'm hanging in there, chilling, and vibing. But yeah, I'm trying my best to put together a few more guides and stuff. I've decided I do want to do the rant video that I've been talking about, where I kind of go over various things about the building system that I absolutely hate. So I've been thinking about it, but the only thing about that video is that I'm gonna have to put together a really long list of things so I don't forget anything, because there's just so many objects and items that like drive me nuts in this game that when I try to place it I'm like, ah, and I'm like screaming like, why do you do this to me? You know, that kind of stuff. But you know, it'd be like that sometimes. I think I am. Yeah, let's use those vases. But I'm also, what was in the center again? Water fountain. The nice thing about putting the carpet down first is that I'm able to kind of measure this very easily when I place my other stuff here. Makes it a lot easier. Hell of a lot easier, actually. There we go. And then if I want, I can also add some chairs. We haven't, I mean, we have like little cushions, like little reading cushions everywhere, but I don't really have any like solid chairs and stuff. I think I'm gonna remove these actually. I don't need the walk path to be messed up here. I think having separate sections is fine. But I do want to add some seating though. I gotta think about it. The building is so much different to survival games I have played. It takes getting used to. I haven't been driven mad yet though, that's good. Yeah, I've played a few survival games out there. This one is definitely kind of different. Like, I feel like this one is probably one of the easier ones to build in. Just, like, even if you're, like, brand new to the game, I feel like the floor is so low for building in this game that you can, like, kind of build whatever you want and be okay. However, the ceiling is very high. I've seen players who, you know, glitch furnitures in ways that I never thought possible, and in ways that I am very impressed by. I'm by no means a excellent builder, I don't think, but I do try to do stuff that's a little different every once in a while. Kind of flex my muscles in building, try to practice. Because I find that the more I do this, the better I get at it, even though I'm using like very straightforward methods. Because, well, I want to make sure that whatever I build, people on PS5 can build it too, you know? Alright, here we go. So looking good. I wonder, I doubt it, but I might be able to fit in a candle stand. Let me see. Please. Yes! Oh, yes, we're winning! Okay, we got it in. I am very happy by that because of that now, so I'm also gonna add one here just for good luck. What else we got here? Do we need any more candle stands? Not really. I mean, I guess I could have added that instead of a plant, but I think that would have been too many candle stands, so I think we're good. I am gonna go in here and fix this pillar because there's not enough castle wall vegetation on this particular pillar, so to make sure it looks right. Since I removed the walls, I can do this now. Alright, so I think we're good. I think this floor is pretty much done. I don't think I need to really do much more. I mean, I could add in a wall here, but I'd have to subtract these, the castle wall vegetation and just kind of make it go the whole way. Which, I mean, is not a terrible idea. I could add like a painting or something nice here, which could be nice. Let me think about it. Yeah, see, it removes it. What the hell? We're gonna go with this. And then I'm also gonna add in a nice little... No, not that one. There we go. And then I wonder if I put in a painting, if it's even gonna be very visible, because it works well with the roots, but not so much with the other stuff. So this one might be a little weird. Well, I have a better idea. I'll remove this, and instead I'll put one of these like hanging flowers racks. There we go. That way it's kind of like consistent, if that makes sense in a way. We don't really have any more empty walls except for maybe this one and this one. So we're gonna take these out. We're gonna add our little... As much as I want to use the smaller ones, I think the larger ones make more sense. We'll put that in, and it looks pretty good actually. I like it. Alright, I think we're pretty much done with this floor. This is the floor I'm worried about, this third floor. So part of the reason why I'm a little bit worried about this one, well, I've already removed these pillars, so I think I can get rid of this and be okay, but let me see if there's a spot anywhere down here that oh, you know what? It would be a shame to remove these, but I have an idea. Like, I could okay, so here's an idea. I could put a hole in the roof here. Like, I could make this whole area like just wide open and then just have like a tree sitting here. Like, it would be really cool to just have... Well, let's see. Let's just at least see what it looks like. And if I don't like the lighting anyway, then there's no point. Nah, I kind of like the closed feeling a little bit more actually. I think it was kind of working better before. All right. What I will do though, now that I've removed that staircase, is add a different staircase. Which is crazy, right? Like, didn't you just remove it? Yes, I did. But don't worry, I have a plan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take something like this. Well, not there. I don't want to do that. Let's see, I have wooden ones, which will be fine, but I could put something. Castle height limit reached. Oh man, did I not change that? I guess I didn't change that. I'd have to go into settings and fix it. Damn. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of like on the fence as to what I should do here, because if I remove all these walls, right, it opens me up to like a rooftop garden kind of possibility, which can be really good, especially if I want to showcase different trees from different regions all in the same spot, which is kind of the point of a library, I feel like, you know, to be able to get your research and knowledge done. And I kind of like the idea of opening this up, so I think, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to change the wallpaper out here because it's gonna be part of the outside of the castle, so we want to keep that consistent, so we're gonna go with the black. But that's okay, no worries. I could also make the rooftop, flooring into just grass so that I can work with it a little bit more. I could also add a little wall here if I want. Around here just to keep it from... Well, actually... We'll keep that as like an open glass feature. How about that? So this will be kind of like a staircase with like a little bit of a thing here. Make it look cool. And then I'll add in our little fencing on the side. Except maybe on this side. I think this side should have a solid wall. That way I can put like a painting or something here. Keep it looking classy. We'll go with a black wallpaper on the outside. Thank you for the hydrate, Isekai dude. Also, welcome to the chat. How you doing, dude? And thank you for the stretch and the head pat. It's very kind of you. Stretch first. Not bad, not bad. You know what? I think I'm actually going to take a bathroom break. I'll be gone about 5 minutes or so. 5 to 10 minutes. Maybe a little less than that. We'll see. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, and then I will return and we'll work on this little rooftop garden. So I guess I'll see you guys in a bit. BRB. Alright, I am back. Sorry that took a while. I was just kind of like, you know, I'm chilling. I need the break. But yeah, we're good. I'm back. Looks like I didn't miss anything. This is wonderfully smooth jazz. I'm glad you think so. I try to put on some jazz whenever I'm like doing building because I feel like it's usually a thing that kind of gets me going as far as like, I don't know, the brain connecting the dots or something. At least that's what I tell myself to help myself sleep at night, but that's a discussion for a completely different day. That's okay though. Not really sure what I'm going to do with the side railing here. I'm kind of tempted to just remove these and just kind of force it into a nice railing, which I think would be fair, because then it would match this railing over here. So let's see what I can do. Let's go with this. I can't do it on the other side just yet. I'm gonna have to do this first. Let's get this going. So we're just adding a nice little extra railing. Keep us safe from falling over the edge, of course. Not that I would, it's just... Okay, maybe I would, but that's besides the point. It looks nice. So there we go. And you know what? I think I'm just gonna put down some grass tiles for now, just to kind of hold the place. Little placeholders for us. And then I'm gonna put down a thing here and here. I'm gonna add in the fences again. And then we're gonna add in our flooring yet again. Alright, so looking all the way around, looks like I covered the entire perimeter with it, which is great. Not really sure what kind of grass stuff I want to do here. It might actually be faster just kind of push forward with this. I could also go with a different colored tile or something. Like I could go with something like this brick stables floor. Or I could go with terracotta tile like I have on the rest of the walkway. So actually the terracotta tile might be best here because I have been using this one throughout the build. And it actually doesn't look too bad against the black. So maybe I'll do this for now. And then once I figure out what I want to do, or what areas I want to have a proper garden, I'll just go with the grass tiles, but not yet. Okay. So I think this whole area is going to have to be cut up into different sections. I want one section to be filled with, well actually let me fly into the sky, take a look, get an aerial view before I do anything stupid. Okay, so I guess what I could do is I can make this kind of even and maybe jut this out one more tile. Put down a invisible foundation here to bust it out so that the staircase can thrive, essentially. And then I think what I might do... I mean, you know what? I don't even have to do that. I could just close this up and have this as like a little sitting area, like an indoor sitting area. And that would work. So that's an option, like a tiny gazebo partition. I think maybe I might want to also, well, the thing is I have 3 entrances here, so I can't really do anything here. Or like too close to this door. So I'm thinking maybe I can have like a row here, like 1 tile row of just a bunch of different trees. I might have to squish all the different types of trees together in like one spot, but I'm not sure if that's wise. I could also go with the method of kind of getting the perimeter filled with these trees. Like maybe I can go kind of focus on this corner and just kind of do something here and then have like a lower edge garden here or something. I have a few options, but I like the gazebo idea, so I'll do like a mini half gazebo partition kind of thing. So let's do that. Add this here and here, and then we'll put in a little gate right here. And then I can go in here and chill. Make sure the wallpapers are looking good. There we go. Make sure that that is completed. And that is too. Looks good. Alright, so now that that's figured out, that means I don't have to change this, which is really nice. I can leave this as a white staircase thing that I had originally planned. I do want to add a chandelier here, or flying lights, so I'm gonna go with some flying lights here, add in maybe a white one like I have been. It's gonna be kind of a tricky placement though, because I have to place it sideways so I can see. Ooh. I think I actually did get it first try. Yeah, I think I did. Not bad. Alright, progress. And I guess I could add a second one here just to... Actually, no, I think I'll add, Actually, maybe it makes more sense to align it with this, with these pillars here. So that I can see a little bit better going up the stairs, yeah. Because I can't really see it when I first, like, go through. Let me look at it. Looks aligned. Okay. I think we're in good shape. We're good here. I'll go back and design that later. Right now I'm just trying to figure out what to do for this outside. I think the first course of action will be to get these growing plots down. Now, I could go with something like this to kind of, I don't know, look cool or something, but they ate up so much space that I'm not sure if that's a good idea at all. I could also put different rows of trees, so let me think in my head how many trees we got. We got cypress tree, let's see, we got oak, cypress, maple. No, not maple. I'm dumb. Oak, cypress, willow, sorry, weeping willow, apple, cursed sapling, bloomrot sapling, cherry blossom, white cherry blossom, what's the other one? Did I say cursed sapling? I don't remember if I did. But that's quite a few trees. So let me give myself some saplings. So, oh yeah, the birch. So there's autumn aspen, autumn birch, aspen, and birch. So that's 4 trees already. I think I can work with this. So, apple tree. Aspen. Birch. Sorry, that was autumn aspen, autumn birch, regular birch. Whoop. Sap. This is gonna take a while. Cherry blossom. Cherry blossom. Weeping willow. What? Error? Wait, did I get the white cherry blossom seed? I don't remember. Yeah, I did. Hello, Death Daddy 64. How's it going? How's your day night going so far? It's going alright. I'm over here decorating. I'm just trying to get my trees figured out, make sure I have all of them in my inventory before I start building some stuff up here. We're gonna go with the gloomy sapling. Give cursed sapling. Apple tree. Oh, I already had that. Let's see, we have autumn birch. Oh, oak. Hold on, no. That's gonna be the... Oh wait, I need the pine one too, so I need the pine cone. And... I forgot what... Oh, acorn. I use an acorn for that one. Oak sapling. There we go. I think I got all the trees. It took a hot minute, but I think I got all the trees. So that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 different kinds of trees. I think I can work with that. So I think what I'll do is I'll put one in the center here to start. And we're gonna do 5 and 5. And they're all gonna be kind of lined like this. Actually, that might not be the best idea. An idea. Put this here. Because then it's still not too close. Why is this not... Oh, the pillar. My bad. My friend will go crazy when she finds out she can have cherry blossom trees. Oh yeah, so there's two kinds. There's... Oh, you know what? I'll show you exactly where you can get them. Well, since you're in the stream, I don't know if you can get... if you know where to get them, but I can show you. So the regular cherry blossom trees, I usually get mine somewhere in, you know, Dunley, like in the middle area. There's like a... I'm not looking in the right place. There's two areas I mostly see them in. Either here in this like kind of churchy area that has like a bunch of danger. Or you can also find them over on, I believe... I don't remember if it's this area. I think it's this area here, this farm. It's kind of elevated, so it's throwing me off. It's been a while since I looked at this part of the map. I believe it's here. So if I... Oh, sorry, that's the, whatchamacallit. That's okay. I'll show you what I mean. It's next door, I believe. Unless this is just the, I don't remember if this is the actual farm or if this is like the, farm that's like abandoned. Yeah, I think it's here. Yeah, so there's cherry blossoms right here. So this is usually where I get them. There's usually like a single, or sorry, there's two that grow here. There's one here. 3, I lied. There's one here, and one here, and they're right next to the Dunley Farmlands Waygate on the east side. Let's see, I remember seeing cherry blossom trees in the monastery, but I wasn't allowed to cut them down as they were too pretty. They grow back. Don't worry, they do grow back, and they occasionally drop seeds. When they drop seeds, it's called the cherry blossom sapling. You can also, so these are like the standard ones, right? But there's also white cherry blossoms, which you can get over here at the Forbidden Tower. So if I teleport here instead, the white ones are here, and there's so many of them. So you can take your time cutting them all down, and there's like nothing guarding this tower, so you can just, you know, just be careful not to do this during the daytime, because you will just roast in the sun and die. So, because there's like gonna be no shade if you cut them all down. But yeah, this is another nice little area and stuff. So I like these like little farm patches. I wish we had something like that, and I wish that we had like this fencing too. Like I wish we could place like the wooden fencing. But yeah, this place has so many, and they kind of go all the way up into here. So yeah, that's where you get the white ones. So just to recap, Forbidden Tower, white cherry blossoms, And then over here, next to the waygate, there's this little farm that has the regular ones. So if you're ever wondering, that's where you gotta go. Alright, let's go back upstairs. I figured I'd recap on that because I know people ask about that all the time, so I figured I'd just mention it. Okay, so now that we have 2 rows of trees, I think that's going to be enough for everything. So I'm going to start off with the middle trees. I think the middle tree should be something big, so the oak tree is going to be the first thing I place right over here. I'm going to face it toward the... Hold on, I gotta look at it carefully and figure out which way do I want the crown to... Let's go with this one. Go that way. And then let me grow that in. So all trees have like 2 stages of growth. So this is stage 1, I believe, unless I passed it. Yeah, and then that's stage 2. Gets a little bigger, a little taller, right? I think I'm gonna rotate this actually. You can rotate these now. That didn't used to be the case, but I love that you can do that now. It makes it so much easier to just correct. Alright, so we got that one. Oak tree is done. Next we have... Okay, so we have autumn birch. This is a good one, so actually... Let me get that going. So we'll do autumn birch, regular birch, and then we need autumn and regular aspen. So I don't know why I keep doing that. Here we go. Aspen, and then autumn aspen. Where is it? Did I not give myself an autumn sapling? I guess I didn't. That's weird. Okay. Alright, let's grow them in. Growth stage 1. Growth stage 2. Alright, so we have these different trees here. So we got oak, aspen, birch, autumn birch. Now on this side, I'm gonna do the more exotic trees. But I am gonna put pine trees in the center because even though it's not very exotic, it's still there. We'll get the pine sapling in there. We'll get the... definitely want to go with the apple tree. I love the apple trees, they're so cute. We'll go with a weeping willow. And then we have... Oh no, I'm dumb. There's 2 more. Okay, so we have regular cherry blossom, that thing, and we're missing the gloomy and cursed saplings. So I'm dumb. So I'm gonna have to add in 2 more. Oh crap. How am I gonna round the square? I guess I could put 2 in the mid. Well, you know, these 2 are kind of like... God damn it. Trying to think what's the best course of action here, because I kind of fucked up a little. I think I'm just gonna put them over here. Let's call it a day. I think that's fair. So, actually, these should be side by side, not competing for space here. There we go. So, we're gonna get that gloomy sapling, and then the I already did weeping willow, right? What was the other one? First sapling. All right, let's see what it looks like. Hey, I'm new to this game. I played on server and now I can't connect to server. Is it normal? Servers can be turned off. It depends on the situation. So if you're, so did you join a server that was hosted by another player, or was it like a, well, I assume it's hosted by another player, or it could be something like a, official server. So depending on the server that you're on, big decorative round ones in the middle, I kind of don't want to clear, I kind of don't want to mess up the pathway. I have a plan for the pathway, but good question, DJ. So depending on the kind of server you're on, it could be different situations. So like, it could be that the server you're trying to connect to is currently going like through maintenance. So a lot of times, like I know when I used to host my own server, there would be like a timer where like a certain time of day, the server would like reset, and that would basically kind of refresh it and boot people off the server who are like AFK essentially. And that's more of like a regular upkeep thing, so that could be it. It could also be that, well actually, here's another question. Are you trying to connect to a server on PS5 or on PC? And if you're trying to connect to a server that's on, let's say, PC, but you're on PS5, there is no crossplay. So that's something else to kind of consider. Like, I don't have enough information. There could be a lot of different things wrong here. Opal. Ople? Is it Ople? Ople? I'm sorry. PC server was WOL's server. I'm not sure who I'm trying to remember who that is. PvE server? Okay. So what you would have to do, if you can't get to the server, okay, do you know if it's a dedicated server or if the server is like hosted by the person via their own PC or something like that? Because if the person who's hosting the server is hosting it locally on their own PC, and let's say they're, okay, yeah, you're gonna have to ask them that. You're gonna have to ask them, because if, like, for example, if I hosted a server on my PC and I decide to log out, the whole server closes. That's like, kind of like, it's a different kind of setup than if you have a dedicated server, because if you have a dedicated server, then if people try to log in, even if you're asleep or not around or whatever happens on your own computer has nothing to do with the server. So depending on the setup, it could be that, you know, that person's server is based on their own PC or hosted by their own PC. It could also, like I said, be that there's just maintenance or something on the thing where it just resets every day, which is like a normal thing for most servers. So it really kind of depends on what the situation is. It sounds like you need more information from the server owner, because that could definitely be it. Because if you're playing on PC and you're trying to log into a server and it's not letting you connect, there's different reasons why that could be. That's not usually a normal thing unless it's a normal thing for that server, if that makes sense. It really depends on the server you're on. My recommendation, since you're new to the game, I guess my recommendation would be to maybe try the game by yourself, if you want, like on your own PC through a local save, like a private server that you make yourself. That way you don't lose progress or anything like that. So if anything goes down with the server, you don't have to worry about, oh no, where's my castle and things like that. There's also a lot of other stuff that can happen if you're on someone else's server that is not so fun. But it really depends on the server owner. So if I were in your shoes, I would reach out to the people who own the server. I don't know if they have a Discord or something like that. Maybe reach out on the Discord, figure out what's going on, and they should be able to help you. Because there's like a lot of reasons why you can't connect to a server. I mean, the list just goes on and on depending, but that's not like a normal thing. I hope that helps. Yeah, I hope that kind of sends you like the right direction, because I'm not familiar with that server, so I don't know. I don't think I am. I don't recognize the WL, so I'm not really sure, but yeah, that's what you'll have to do. Reach out to the server owner, ask about that. And since you're new to the game too, I would caution that if you're going to join any server, make sure that you keep your castle heart alive. Because once you start building your castle and you put in your essence, it'll tell you how long you have before the castle basically decays and dies. Because once the castle starts to decay, you have a chance that you could lose your castle. So just keep that in mind. I have a guide on my YouTube channel that kind of goes over this a little bit. Well, actually, it's more like a tips video, but it's basically like 10, I think it's like 10 new mistakes to avoid in V Rising or something like that. So maybe try taking a look at that also, since you're new to the game, and I think that's a good place to start. So hopefully that kind of helps you. Well, I try to answer your question as best as I could, but hopefully that helps. I appreciate you stopping by, though, to ask. It was nice meeting you. Oh, I didn't finish growing the trees, I don't think. Or maybe I did. I'm not entirely sure. I wasn't paying attention. I will check out your YouTube. Okay. Yeah. It should be... Yeah, no problem. Actually, the video...
I see you've joined the queue.
Thanks for the follow, by the way. Yeah, let me double check, but I'm pretty sure that video is in my featured videos list. I'll double check. I could be wrong. Let me double check real quick, because I don't want to lead you astray. Oh god, it's not loading. YouTube, why you do this? Yeah, so if you go to my YouTube channel and you scroll down a little bit, there's a featured content playlist. If you scroll a little bit to the right, you'll see something that says 10 new mistakes to avoid in V Rising, and I recommend watching that. And there's also an advanced settings guide and a bunch of other stuff, so if you're like completely lost or you just kind of want a good explanation of the game in like certain aspects, I do the best I can, so hopefully that helps. Alright, so for the part here with the flooring, I have my... So this is my plan. I wanted to put at least a nice little garden here in the center. And this garden's gonna have every kind of plant there is, essentially. So that's my plan, and that's why I didn't want to put something here. But, you know, don't worry, I got plans. All right, I got plans. I have partially a brain, I guess. I'm capable of complex thought, I hope. All right, so let's get our little things going. We're gonna go with our little placements here. Gonna make sure that it's all aligned correctly. Don't want to be messing up here. That would be pretty tragic, actually. Hold on a second. There we go. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything, because I feel like I'm missing... Okay, we're good. I want to make sure I didn't miss any redeems. That would have been pretty bad. All right, so now that we got this kind of, I guess you could say I've started to sow the seeds of despair upon our rooftop here. Let's get some plants going. So some of the seeds I'm gonna need, let's go with some spores. So we're gonna go with some trippy shroom spores. Some sunflower seeds. Some sacred grape seeds. Some morning lily seeds. Mountain Peak bag. What the hell? No. There we go. Morning lily seeds. Can't spell apparently. Let's go with some corrupted flowers. That's a big one that we want to add in here. I wish we could plant corrupted trees. This is like the one thing that I really don't understand why they didn't allow us to do this, why didn't we get like corrupted tree seeds that we can just place? You know, like why doesn't that exist? Because it would have been cool to be able to have like these purple glowy trees that are all fucked up, you know? It would have been interesting. Outrageously late here, I have to go. It's been an education as well as entertaining. I'll be watching videos tomorrow. All right, well, sounds good to me. Thank you so much for stopping by, DJ Mavis. Thank you. I'm glad I could help. It was a pleasure. All right, let's see what else we got here. Ghost Shroom, Trippy Shroom, Sunflower, Sacred Grape, Morning. Oh, Cotton Seeds. That's another one. What else we got? We already have the blood roses. We have oh, firelight seeds. Or fire blossom. I don't know why I keep saying firelight. Bleeding heart seeds. Let's go with a snowflower seeds. Okay, so let's start off with our roses. Wait, actually, let's see how many different kinds of seeds we have before I make a stupid choice here. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12, so I could break them into groups of 6. Okay, so I might have to do some math actually. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Hold on, I gotta count this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so there's 15 across. There's 12 different kinds of flowers. I have an idea. I could maybe... I don't know if I want to do that though. I guess I could remove this and make that to 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just remove the inner parts here, keep it separated, and maybe add an extra fence. Or I can add something. Oh, it doesn't break that way. God damn it. Oh, it feels bad. Okay, shit. I could also arrange these by height, but there's 3 different kinds of shrooms, so it's an odd number. So it kind of puts me in a little bit of a bind here, decoratively. I could... Oh. Hold on, let's remove... Oh wait, I don't want to do that. So 12 different kinds, 15. So I could remove 2. So maybe... Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 kinds of shrooms. Remove this. 1, 2, 3. Remove this. And I think we'll be okay. Because the split is here. I mean, I could have removed 4 different things, but I don't want to do that. So, okay. Alright, we're gonna stick to the plan. I had a plan. Yes, I did. Oh, mistakes were made already. Okay, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to, change this up. We're gonna do... we're gonna start with the shrooms first. We'll start with... I guess I could do it by rarity, so... We got those. We get our ghost shrooms. Actually, that's not a good idea. I'm not really liking this alignment. I could try... I keep forgetting to go into this menu. Okay. Damn it. Let's add time. Let's get this going. Alright, so we have our 3 different types of shrooms. Have them kind of based on rarity, so that could be cool. Oh, I forgot about the plague briars. Oh my god, no! Damn, I miscounted. So I actually have 13, not 12 different... Fuck. Okay. Okay, it's okay. We can work with this. I'll figure this out somehow. Now I gotta count this. 1, 6, 7, 8. So there'd be 2 that I don't want to mess with. Let's go with, for our next one, I guess we'll put the sacred grapes in the center because they're a very symmetrical looking plant. And they're kind of cool looking, so we'll put them here. We'll put down our fire blossoms and our... We'll do fire blossoms on the outside, actually. And then we'll get the snow flowers going. And then we'll get down our... guess we can go with something like a plague briar. Kind of risky, but we'll try. And then we can also put down our... I guess I could go with Bleeding Heart, but I don't want to use that just yet. Alright, sunflowers. Cotton seeds need to go over here. That way we have a little bit of a visual break. Let's grow these in and see what it looks like. Well, I gotta get out of here so I'm not blocking. There we go. Alright, so we have a nice little layout so far, but we're still missing a few flowers. We're gonna put down... So we did the cotton seeds. Sunflower we already have. Morning lilies could be another good one to place. I think I'm gonna put them... Oh man, I put 2 yellow flowers next to each other. That was a mistake. This should be here. I'm just gonna move them over. I like that I can just pick them up and move them over now. I could have moved the whole thing, but I don't want to. There we go. So we have a little bit of Actually, let's move this over. God damn it. Move that whole row over. It's not quite right. I guess the other small, shorter flower can be something like a... Oh, that's right, we have roses too. So I could put roses here. And then we could also add in the bleeding hearts can be, I don't know. This is tough because I still need to put morning lilies down, so I think the morning lilies are gonna go here. Put them next to the sunflowers. There we go. And then we'll put down a corrupted flower. Wait, hold on. Yeah, corrupted flower right here. So that still leaves me with an uneven amount in the center here. I could, well, we have bleeding hearts. That'll be the last one. And I think if I keep the center row as the grapes, we'll be okay. I'm trying to think if there's any other kinds of seeds that I'm not remembering, but I'm pretty sure that's all of them. The only other thing I can think of is the thistle seeds, but there's no animation on the thistle. It's an incompleted flower. Let's speed up time. See what it looks like when it's grown in. Okay, so we do have a little bit of a visual imbalance here. Yeah, I think I am gonna add more sacred grape seeds just to kind of line it up nicely and then just move on from that. Because obviously it's not the ideal number. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can place, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we'll do sacred grapes. Fuck it. Alright, let's get out of here. There. So we have some grape seeds in the center, which, you know, is a good choice for the middle because it eats up a lot of the AoE space here on the ground. So this is a nice little garden, has every kind of flower in it. Very nice. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, actually. Not too bad. And of course this pathing here, I mean, just gonna have to walk past it, which is fine, I guess. I'm trying to think if I want to add anything else that's really cool here, but probably not. I am gonna, however, add some lighting. I think some flying lights above the garden could be nice. Like this. Maybe not a chandelier, maybe some flying lights. Could be a little bit better. Move this back. Move that back. I think we're aligned. Okay, we're not aligned this way though. It's too far back. Maybe I was wrong. There we go. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best move. It's hard to tell, actually, unless I'm like in the thing, so let's go into the bushes here. You always start with the side by side so that you know you're aligned this way, and then check this way, and this one's correct, which means this is the one sitting out. There we go. Nice. Alright. Looking pretty good on these. We're gonna have to do something about this little mini gazebo though. We need something cool in here. Maybe we'll put like a little table or something. Could have like a little sitting room. Something nice in here. I'll have to think about it. I could also place some nice chairs. I haven't really used the chairs much this build, but it could be nice. I do want to add in some books though, because this is a library. We can't have a floor without books. That'd be like ridiculous. There we go. Maybe we'll add in a couple chairs. Maybe something like this. And maybe, I don't know. Maybe something like this. Gotta align this perfectly. And then we can also add in a little planter or something. A small planter, probably, right in the corner. We're gonna add that facing inward so it's not too obstructive. And we're gonna use these nice looking wisteria. Oh god, my stomach's growling. No! Alright, so I could place down a little thingy here. And I think I am gonna put in a type of seed. Not sure what though. Kind of want to choose something that's not too crazy. I guess the bleeding heart seeds might be good actually in something like this. I never used them on the bottoms. Let's see what it looks like before I commit to this plan. Okay, that looks terrible actually. That looks horrendous. Oh my god. I don't think I'll ever do that again. Holy shit. That looks terrible. Okay, let's try something else. Because this is kind of a tough choice, because if I use something like this, let me zoom in a little bit. This could look okay, but they're yellow, which doesn't really fit anything. I could also use the corrupted flower seeds, which I think are too short for this actually. The shroom, well, I guess if the shrooms work, it might not be too short. Fuck it, let's try it. That actually does not look horrible. It looks weird, but it's not horrible. I guess I'd have to choose a different color for this inside then. Like a purple. Eh, you know what? It's kind of growing on me. I'll go with it. I'll let it slide. There we go. And we'll just mirror it on that side. That way they're not facing the same way. Then we'll put in a light in here, make it look cool. Maybe like this really small chandelier. And then I think I am gonna put in a nice little... Oh, this is actually really fancy, surprisingly. Kind of want to... Well, initially I kind of want to go with like a green, but green on green looks weird, I think. So the purple, I guess, is gonna have to stay. These chairs don't really match though, so I could go with like a purple chair just to kind of change things up a little bit. I feel like the green was more appropriate. The washed out green doesn't look terrible, but I don't love it. I hate how like the darker green actually looks brighter, which is just a different shade of green, but I don't know. Maybe I need to use the washed out green here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just use the washed out green, compromise on the chair color. Just to get it looking a lot more uniform, because if I use something like this, it's gonna be green as hell and it's gonna look kind of like green bean green, which is a little too green. Okay. I'm rambling, I'm sorry. I'm rambling a little bit here. A little bit of a ramble, but we're gonna get our stuff going, looking good. Yeah, I think the green and purple just mwah, looks good. We're good. We're doing fine here, fam. I do think a little carpet is in order, or maybe a change in tile type. Hello, Hospitaller Sylvan Tobias. Show happy Thanksgiving, and I ramble every hour, every day. It builds character. Well, happy almost Thanksgiving. It's not Thanksgiving for me here yet, but happy Thanksgiving regardless. I hope you have a good one. And thank you for the well wishes, I guess. Let's try and get a little round green carpet in here, maybe? I could go with purple, but oh, that's right, I can't do that because I have the planters in here, that's right. Damn. Okay, so we're a little limited. We're gonna have to choose a different kind of tile. This tile, I guess I could do something a little more interesting like this, maybe? Okay, well, that's more visually complex, but it's not exactly serving a purpose. How about this one? See, this has more like a stony feel. This one has a nice little... Actually kind of digging this tile. Let's see. What about this one? We can use an indoor tile in here. It is indoors. Like a black marble. What is this? Sanctum tiles? Meh. What about this? Ooh, fancy. Okay. Maybe we can go with something like this and then just turn it purple. Oh, okay, what does the green look like? I'm curious. So if we use a dark green, it's a little too dark. Washed out green looks okay. But I think the purple just looked so much cooler. So we're gonna go with this cool purple looking one. I made my dishes going fishing in the morning. Catch myself something to eat. Have a nice night. Peace out. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good night. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. We're gonna leave that room alone. This is like such a small detail, but man, did I pack a lot in this little room. Like you walk in, it's like, damn, there's a lot in here. There's books. So yeah, we're gonna have to probably... I guess over here I can figure something out. Maybe add some statues or something, because we're gonna need a little bit of visual variety of some kind. Yeah, let's go with some statues. Let's see what we can do here. So if we go with something like this Alucard statue, put it right here in the corner just for shits and giggles, I guess. The thing that sucks is that this is so close to this edge here that I can't really put an extra like line here for anything. Like I can't separate this. So I'm gonna have to be really, really careful about how I handle this particular pathway. I could also make a pathway to go straight from here over here, which could be good. Especially because I do need like something here, and I think a different kind of flooring could be good. I like the terracotta tile, but I wonder if brick makes more sense. Like, I don't know, because I've been using terracotta for like the pathways, which is really nice. But I kind of want like a richer kind of flooring, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Not really a fan. Not really a fan of what I'm seeing. I could maybe go with something a little... Well, I don't think wood floors make sense outside. Catacomb might be good. I don't know. I don't know what makes sense. Because I could go with something like this, which is a little bit more simplistic, but is also kind of like a solid gray. And I kind of don't want to go with like only solid gray for the whole thing, so I don't know. I gotta think about this. I'm conflicted. I could also go with something a little more earthy like this, which, I mean, could be good, honestly, so. Yeah, like this brick top looks good. I could also go with something a little bit less clean, like this cobblestone kind of thing, which I think kind of blends in a little bit better because there's no like directional position for those. So I think I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, we're just gonna settle on this one. I think it looks different enough that it sticks out from the terracotta tile, but it's not so bold that it completely throws off the roof. So I think we're good here. Let's check from the sky, see what it looks like. Give it a good look. Alright, let's see. We do need a door here. I forgot to put a door. Yeah, you know, I like this tile a lot more. I think we'll stick with it. And then we'll put down a path. I'm thinking maybe something a little bit more straight. A little more, disciplined. Let's go with this. Get another corner piece. The only bad thing about adding corner pieces like this is that you miss out on an opportunity to place a new, like another plant somewhere in some cases. And the only way you can do it is by just aligning the sides with it all, which, I mean, it's fine, I guess. Yeah, there we go. And then of course over here, oh, I forgot the piece here. I'm being dumb. Oh, wrong one. Then I guess I could put a little end cap here just to be fun. Or just to be fair. Or just for fun, I should say. I always end up needing at least one exquisite heart per stream. There we go. So we're all set there. I think we're all set here as far as like the positioning of things. The only thing I'm not too sure of is whether I should leave this alone or just like, I don't know, man. Yeah, because you can walk back here if you want, but I need something for this corner. And I mean, I could put down a fountain or something, but I think maybe something like a little garden chair might make more sense, actually. So vampires can come over here at night and just chill, talk with their friends, whatever it is that they do. There we go, and it's accessible from all sides. That's the important part. You don't want to put something just for show. You want it to be functional at least. And then here, damn, I can actually fit a I could fit a bench out here. Holy crap. Okay, let's try something like this wooden one. I mean, I guess I could put it here. It looks weird if it's like crushed there though. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I think I'll put it over here. We'll go with a wooden one. We'll go with a wooden one and maybe put down like 2 nice little lights. Little lampposts can be cool, like especially like this noble garden lantern. I really like the way this one looks. So we're gonna use these. We're gonna go with a nice warm light over here in the lower areas. Just near that bench. That way it's kind of nice to look at and nice to use. I could also add another bench or something else here, maybe. I'm kind of debating. I think maybe put one here might be good. Just so that there's something to do on this side. So we're gonna add that here. And then we'll add one here and one over here. That way it's kind of evened out and it's balanced. Visually balanced. Okay, that looks good. Like I said, I could add another one over here, but I'm not really sure if I want to do that, honestly. It just seems kind of cramped. So I think I'm gonna put it like... I don't know. I could put it here. I'm not really sure if that's a good idea. Let's fix the timing so I... Oops. Let's move on to the next night so I don't get color distortion. I kind of want to put something like this here instead. Damn, I wouldn't be able to put that here if I put a bench here though. There we go. So we have our little bench thing. I could put them here as well, but I feel like I need a... something else. Like maybe I could put down a pillar mounted light and have it shine down from the side here. So I think we're gonna use these. And maybe these as well. So for every entrance there'll be 2 lights kind of hanging. Do it on this side too. That's fine. And then we'll close the gate with a nice wall here. I think this is the kind of wall I was looking to do in the first place. I should have used it for this one. I don't know why I didn't. There we go. That looks a lot nicer. I mean, granted, it looks terrible if you open it this way, but you close it and then just like open it that way. It's good. And it's not like eating up space or hitting anything, so that's actually really nice. I think we're gonna stick to this, and we're also gonna add in maybe some more hanging lights here. Right across from each other. A little unusual, but it kind of serves the purpose I'm looking for. Then we'll put down a little lamppost right here, little tiny ones. Next to the sides of the bench. Need to give it a little bit more of a visual appeal here. I don't like this. This is a problem. If I balance it like this, both of these have a lighting issue. Okay, let's remove these and put something else here. I wanted to balance it, but it's not gonna work. So instead, we'll try to add maybe some chairs or something. So maybe I'll add like a thing here, and then let's try the lamppost. Can I squeeze it in here? Nope. It's not gonna let me. Okay, so we're gonna do it the other way. We're gonna split the square here and then place the post. That way we still get exactly what we want. It still has the utility purpose we're looking for. Not exactly the way that I wanted it to be, but kind of tempted to just kind of make this a little bit purple and go with these, because then they can match the chairs inside. So I think that's the best option here. Keep it consistent, keep it clean. There we go. And add more of these. These lampposts are taking a little bit of time to figure out, but that's okay. Yeah, we have a kind of a double light situation here going. I'm not sure how I feel about that just yet. I think I am going to maybe remove these because it's just, I don't know. Like, it's a little redundant, yeah, but I don't know. Not sure. And now I'm thinking I'm gonna remove this because it looks weird with the chairs now. Put it in groups of 3. And we'll squeeze these in just to make it look like I planned it that way. We'll remove these 2. Yeah, we'll just go with the new chairs. We'll leave this kind of like that. Alright, I think we're good. I think we've established a preferred seating arrangement here. Not bad. And then over here we have our little tables. I think a bird bath would be nice up here. Haven't really put any of those yet. And of course I do want to add castle wall vegetation, but I'll do that after. Something like this might be good. But like right here. I'll add another one over here somewhere. Like right here maybe. Kind of across from each other. I'll put this in here instead. We don't have a watering well up here. That could be problematic. I didn't think of that, but that's okay. Well, I guess it wouldn't really be problematic. I just prefer to have one whenever I see like a bunch of plants around, because then, you know, it's clear as to where that water's coming from. But I guess the bird baths are fine too. Alright, let's get the castle wall vegetation done, and then I think I'll wrap things up. So in this case, I'm gonna go with the wall growth, the wisteria wall growth, and we're gonna go with that purple. I'm gonna make sure I get the whole part of this done. Make sure all sides are looking nice. Man, that looks really pretty. Having the purple flowers on the wisteria against the black just looks so good. I love it. It's just such a good idea. And now it's like consistent inside and out on this floor, which is really nice. You know, I originally didn't plan on having this floor just kind of, you know, look like this, having it so outdoorsy. But when you have that many trees on the same floor, it just doesn't really make sense to like not have it outdoors, I feels like. And just remove the top so I don't have to worry about it. I have no restrictions as to what I'm putting up here, essentially. Which is great. You don't want restrictions. You know what I could do though, something I haven't messed with a lot, is I could maybe make a servant room so that we have library staff or something. But I'm thinking that could be maybe on, like in the forbidden rooms or something, forbidden tower. I'll consider my options, but I don't know, just a thought. Not really something I want to commit to as a plan just yet. I swear, I feel like the music makes this whole thing go faster. Super chill, but like relaxing chill. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, so I think that's it for the outside here on this third floor. I think that's gonna be the end of this stream, probably. But yeah, we got a lot of work done here. I'm probably gonna have to go back to the second floor, clean up a few areas, maybe first floor clean up again. But the fact that we finished all this, like, it just looks really good. I'm pretty happy with it. It has like all the kinds of things you could possibly want. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this actually. Not bad. I think what I might do, I was thinking about maybe adding some plants throughout here, but I'm not so sure. I might just do some kind of like chicanery with planters. Like I could put something like this along the wall or something like this and just kind of do like a, I don't know, like a height thing, or like I just gradually, I think I could start, actually that's not gonna work either because that side has a thing already, but I don't know. I'll mess with, that's a problem for another time. You know, I'll mess with that at a later time. Anyway, let me look at the stream streaks because I'm sure we have a few. I just want to make sure that I don't miss anyone. And then once I'm done with that, we will we'll wrap things up. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, so over on the Twitch side, let's see what we got here. It was yesterday. We have only one stream streak today, so it looks like PJ has reached a 10 stream streak. Please give them a round of applause. There we go. So nice. Only one, but I'll take it. Yeah, so just a reminder guys, tomorrow there is no stream. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So there will be no stream tomorrow. As far as other content and stuff like that, I've decided I'm not going to do a weekly video. I just don't have time between Thanksgiving, holiday randomness, and family things. And also haven't been feeling well lately, so all those things combined, I just don't have time. What I will say though is that next week I will be releasing the members only monthly video. I usually post it like the 23rd, but I didn't have time. So I'm gonna wait until after the craziness and then I'm gonna record it over next week. So you guys will have that, or maybe it could be over the weekend, I'm not sure, it depends. But yeah, members only video, I'll be working on that sometime soon. If you're over on the Twitch side and you haven't already, and you happen to have Amazon Prime, feel free to use the Prime sub over on the channel. Also, thank you again to, hold on, let me read the name, Ferric Oxide 4 for your subscription over onto the Twitch side. I appreciate it. It helps a ton, guys. You guys have no idea. It helps so much. So there's that. If you happen to be over on the Kick side and you would like to, you know, subscribe or gift a membership, sorry, not membership, or gift a subscription, you can do so over on the Twitch side or the Kick side, and you get pretty much the same benefits. The only difference is that on Twitch you get no ads, whereas like on Kick you already have no ads, so you know, figure it out, whatever you want to do. And over on the YouTube side we have memberships, so if you want to do YouTube memberships you can sign up today if you wish to do so, and that definitely helps a lot as well. You get access to new videos early and you get a monthly members only video. So oh, and you get a discount on the merch stuff, so if you want a little discount on the merch store, merchandise and all that good stuff, had your eye on something for a while, if you become a member you can get a discount. So yeah, super cool. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, but remember, no stream tomorrow. I will see you all next week. I hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. If you're going somewhere or you're gonna visit family or something like that, be safe, you know, don't drink and drive, all that good stuff. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I'm just, you know, it's just a suggestion. Just a suggestion, alright? Just be safe. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And as always, Xolo out.